Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Monday the 23rd of May 2022. Welcome to the channel if you are a newcomer to Sudoku because today is beginner's day usually. Monday is generally easy day for the Guardian. I say that generally Saturday is expert level day, but they gave us an easy level puzzle there, so we've got two easy ones this week I presume, unless they made a mistake in the labeling, which is possible. So how do we play this game of Sudoku if you've never played it before? Well, we have lots of rows across, 9 rows across, and each of the rows contains 9 squares. We have 9 columns down, and each of these columns contains 9 squares. So what do? We fit numbers 1 to 9 in each of the squares. That's it, really. We also have these blocks of 3 by 3 that you can see, and we fit numbers 1 to 9 there as well. Now, because there are only 9 squares in each row, each column, and each block, the number can appear once only, and we use this idea to work out the logic of how we can finish the game and complete the game. So how do we go about such a thing? Well, okay, when we see this 1 now, we consider that this 1 is already in this row here, right? Now we've got to get the other numbers, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, in this row, and you'll find out, of course, there are 8 empty squares. But what we know is this 1 cannot reappear in this row because it's already in this row. So we use the idea to say that in this block over here, these 3 squares are forbidden to become a 1. And we've got a 1 here, and when we consider the 1 in this column, right, we can see that 1 can't reappear in this column. We've already got 1, 3, 8, and 6. So these numbers, 1, 3, 8, and 6, can't be repeated. We just need the other numbers to complete the column. Now up in this block here, now we've got 8, 6, and 4 already occupying 3 squares, so we only have 1 empty square. And so therefore we know that that's where the 1 must go. It has to go there. It can't go anywhere else. Now the game of Sudoku has a unique solution. So, once you've found only one possibility where a number can go, you can place it immediately. You don't have to think about anything else. Let's do the same thing on this 1 in this column here. Now, a moment ago we looked up here, but now let's bring the 1 down here and look down here. Now you can see this 1 blocking down this column. I say blocking down means it stops any other square from becoming a 1. 1 over here as well, and then 1 across this row. So in this block down here, we have, again, just 1 empty square where we can place our 1, and so we will. We have 1 blocking down here, just block down. There's no point in blocking up here right now because we're only interested in this section down here, and 1 blocking across here. So now you can see that 1 has to fit there. And then let's do the 1 blocking up here, across here, and across here. And this is the final digit 1. So now we have 1 in every single block. So we've completed digit 1. We don't have to think about it anymore. Now I'm going to get you to try and look for digit 8 in this block. Look for digit 8, can you? Well, I'm say look for it. I mean try to find where it goes, because of course it's not in there. We only have 1 and 5. I mean find where digit 8 goes. Okay, hopefully you've got it now. So when I click on this 8, you'll see these 2 highlighted, and that means we block 8 down here, 8 blocks down here, and 8 blocks all the way down here. So in this bottom right-hand sector here, block I call them, which is a bit confusing because I use the verb block as well. We know that the 8 goes there. Now we can say this 8 goes along here, and this 8 goes down here. So in this block here, we know that 8 has to appear that square there. We can, let's hit your turn now. Find an 8 from the, find an 8 somewhere in this block here. And of course 4, 1, 2, 5 are already occupying 4 squares. And I think you'll find pretty easy because this 8 is very close by. So we know 8 blocking across here, 8 blocking across here. So now we know 8 has to fit there. Now that we have this, we can use it to block down here and this 8 blocking across here. So a moment ago, until we placed this 8, we couldn't have got this block, the 8 in this block here, but now we know that it blocks down here and blocks across here. So now we only have 1 square available to us. And this is what we do. We use the numbers that we've just placed to help us find the next number often. 8 blocking up here, 8 blocking up here, 8 blocking across here. So this is our 8 here now. 8 blocking across here, and up here. And in goes the final 8. So now we have 8 in every single block. So we have 1 in every block, and we have an 8 in every block. So 1 and 8 are finished already. Okay, so that's how we go about playing the game. Now, I want you to find digit 6 in this bottom right-hand block. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Well, not a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds is long enough, I think. While I twiddle my thumbs while you... Oh, you've done it. Right, good. So 6 blocking down here, 6 across here, 6 across here. So we can see that 6 has to fit there. Now this time we can't continue. A moment ago we continued with the 1s and the 8s all the way around. But we can't do that now with the 6s. We don't have enough information to do that. So we need to focus our attention on a different number, or different, to see what's available. And you need to keep looking all around the board to see what's possible. Now here's something, okay. Now in this column here we have 1, 2, 4, 8, and 9. So we still need to get 3, 5, 6, and 7. That's what we need to complete our 9 digits in a column. Well, let's look up here. So 7 is one of our missing numbers. So remember, a 7 blocks all other squares here, right? No other 7 can appear in this block because we have 7 already. So in this column, these 3 squares are immediately thrown away for the possibility of being a 7. And so down here now, we only have 1 other square, so we know that our 7 goes there. And we can use that 7 to block across here, 7 blocking across here, and we can place our 7 just so. And right now, I'm going to ask you to find 7 up here. Find 7 up here. All right, well done. 7 blocking up here, 7 blocking up here, and 7 blocking across there. So that's our 7 there. Now, we've only got 3 numbers to get in this column now. The missing numbers are 3, 5, and 6. That's what we need to complete this column. We've got everything else. 1, 2, we've got 4, we've got 7, 8, 9. So 3, 5, and 6 are what's left. Now we have a 3 blocking across here and across here, so we can say that must be our 3. We have the 6 blocking across here, so now we know that's our 6, and then the 5 is the last number that we need to complete it. Okay. Now this 5 blocks down here, and this 5 blocks across here, so we know that 5 has to go there. So we've done quite a lot of numbers already. You can see we're making very good progress here, I think. Look for digit 2. We've only got 3 empty squares left here. Now have a look for digit 2. Alright, should have found it by now. We've got a 2 down here. That blocks up here. So we can say that our 2 must be in that square there. We only have 2 numbers left here. Should we find out what they are? We've got 1, 2, 3. We don't have 4. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't have 9. So we know that these 2 squares must contain 4 or 9. So we have to look down here and see if we've got any 4s or 9s that will affect these 2. And yes, we've got a 9. So we know that that square can't be 9. This must be our 9, and then 4 completes the row. Now across here, 4 blocks that square. So we've got 4 here. Now we only have 1 number left for this block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the last number is 9. It goes there. Getting the hang of it now? Glad to hear that. Now we have just 2 numbers left in this row. Let's find out what they are. We don't have 2 and we don't have 5. Now actually when we look down here we don't see any 2s or 5s, so we can't place them just yet, and that's how Sudoku goes, because sometimes you look for stuff and you just don't find what you're hoping to find. That's the niceness of the game actually. Over here we can finish this block though, because the missing numbers are 3 and 4, and we can see that there's a 4 blocking down here, so we know that the 4 goes here and the 3 must be in that square there. Now we can take that 3 that we just filled in and bring it across rightwards and this 3 downwards. So in this block, which still doesn't have a 3 yet, we can place our 3 there. Shall we see what's missing across here? We've got 1, 2. We don't have 3. We don't have 4. And we don't have 5. Okay, so the 3 numbers missing for this row, are 3, 4, and 5. That's what we need to get here. Now, fortunately for us, when we look up here, we see a 3 and we see a 4. And the good news is that they are both in the same column. And the reason this is good news is we have to think about this square here, right? Can it be 3? Well, no. Can it be 4? No. Well, if it can't be 3 and it can't be 4, and there are only 3, 4, 5 to go in these 3 squares, we know that it has to be 5. Right, what's left to get? We've done a lot now, haven't we? Let me show you how Sudoku players kind of think forward a little bit, okay? We have a 4 blocking down here and a 4 blocking across here. So in this block here, we have 2 possibilities for 4, right? Now we don't know whether 4 appears in this square or whether it appears in this square, but it's in one of these 2. And since it's in one of these 2 squares, it means that it can't go anywhere else in this column, right? Because we know it has to appear there, here or here, and it doesn't matter where, but it can't be in this column. So this square here cannot be a 4. And we have a 4 blocking across here, so we know that that has to be a 4 there. We have 9 blocking across here and 9 blocking down here, so this is our 9. And now there's only one number left for this column, and when we search through, we find that 3 is in fact the number that we need to finish it. There are 2 numbers left here now. When we look through, we find they are 6 and 7, but there's no 6 or 7 here yet, and across in the horizontal plane. So we don't know which is which, so we just have to leave that and come back to it later. And that's what you do in Sudoku, is you're looking for and then coming back later. Okay, and let's do that looking forward a little bit again. So 2 blocks across here, right? So that means that 2 has to be in one of these 2 squares here. Can't say which one yet, don't know, but it's in one of these 2 squares because it can't be in these 2. So 2 is in one of these 2 squares. Now let's see. That means it can't go anywhere else up in this column. So this square here can't be a 2. Now we still need a 2 for this row, so there's only one other empty square. So we know the 2 goes here, and then we have the last number we can get across here, which is 5. Now the missing numbers here are 2 and 6, and now we do have an intersecting 6 blocking this square, so we know the 6 goes here and the 2 is in that square there. Only one empty square in this column, and it's a 2, so we'll place it now. There's 2 blocks down here, so this can't be a 2. We still need a 2 as one of our 2 missing numbers here. 2 goes here, and 9 is the last number that we need to finish this block here. And now 9 blocks across here and 9 blocks across here. So this is our 9. Or you could just look across here and see which number we still need to complete this row, and it's the same. So you very often find that there's more than one way to get the same information. There's one empty square this column here. Missing number is 5. Okay, so going on very quickly now, I think. There's one number missing here, so this is the next place to go. The missing number is 2, and that's the last 2. We now have 2 in every block as well. So 1, 2, and 8 are now finished. We need all the rest. So since we need all the rest, let's have a look, see what we can do. So let's see where the 3s go. Is there anything, any patterns on 3 that we can get? I think not. How about the 4s? Are there any patterns on 4s? Not really, not yet. How about the 5s? Can we get anything with 5? No. How about the 6s? Can we get anything with 6s? Yes, we can, because 6 blocks up here and 6 blocks across here. So that is where the 6 goes, and now we can say 6 blocks this square. So that's where our 6 goes, and 7 is the last number for this block here. Now 7 blocking across here and across here. This is our 7, and we need just one number for this row, which is 5. Okay. I know this might seem a bit fast to you, but you've got the chance to watch it over and over again, and the only reason it's a bit fast is that I can find the missing numbers probably quicker than you can if you're an absolute beginner, but you will start to see the numbers much more quickly once you've played it a few times. Okay. Right. Where to go now? What's missing over here? We've got 1, 2, 3 blocks up here. Do we know anything about the 3s? No, we don't. What else do we need? 4s. Can we get 4s yet? No, we can't. Can we get 5s yet? Yes, we can, because 5 blocks across here and 5 blocks up here. So this is our 5. And now we can go back and get the 4s, because 4 blocks down here, so we know that 4 must be here. 4 blocks across here. This is our 4. 4 blocks down here, and this is our 4. We have one number left, either for this column, this row, or this block. It's the same number, it's 3. Here we need one number for this column or this block. It's the same number, it's 3. And 3 blocks across here, 3 to that square. So now for this block, we just need a 9. 9 stops that from becoming a 9, so 9 goes here. And then the last number to finish the whole grid is a 7. And so that's our easy level game for the Guardian for Monday. Check out other easy level games on this channel and other Sudoku channels, and practice as much as you can. That's it. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now.